as your manager. So we are about to go live.
Okay, so we are going to be live on Facebook, but you guys are the real fans.
Because y'all the dedicated
you have the inside, ones. But we're going to spend a little time over here. No, that's not true. No, we actually will. Are we live now on Facebook?
We are live on Facebook.
Okay.
We sure are.
All right. We're live on Instagram at Hook, Line, and Smiley. And so we're going to catch up. Are we going to be able to see comments and stuff? Yeah, comments on the side.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're our one follower on Facebook that's watching right now, will you type something so we know if it's worked? We've had a nightmare experience with Facebook.
If you're on Facebook,
people watching now.
Say hello.
Can we tell how many people are watching on Instagram?
Look, this is so awesome. Yeah, we've got. We don't need to name it. But we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Oh my gosh.
What?
Okay. Hi, Facebook.
What's up, Facebook?
Sarah saved the day.
Sarah did save the day. I was actually getting ready to say that you are very good at technology. We were having a problem with that, but we're live now. We've been live on Hook, Line, and Smiley, so if you're a real fan of the podcast.
You're over on Hook, Line, and Smiley.
Yeah.
You got all the good stuff.
That's right. You got the insight. You got my rant. You got to see what happens when I get angry. And it's evidently sweat. Like I'm about to go into a grocery store without gloves. That's how.
So I don't know where you guys are, but I read today that in Houston, they are going to fine people. Start fining people for not wearing masks. $1,000. Did you see that?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were getting ready to open up Texas.
I don't think so.
I read something like on May 4th they were going to start letting people. Anyway.
Well, maybe so, but you still have to wear a mask.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's a pretty hefty fine.
I talked to a single friend of mine this morning, not this morning, this afternoon. Mm-hmm. Sorry. We also are going to be a little loopy because we've been up for like 7.5 hours.
Today was a weird day. Our schedule's been a little
We may have stayed up last night watching a show. We binge watched a whole season of a show.
Mm-hmm.
And
on Netflix.
So we went to bed about
3:30 or 4.
We're gonna be real on here, like we are on our podcast.
That is real.
No, it was like 4:30.
When I looked at the clock, I said it's 3:38, babe.
I know, and you said 2 more episodes, and then.
So we're not gonna be real.
So no, we are. And then I woke up at 8:45 because our podcast comes out at 8 a.m.
Can you talk softer? You're kind of yelling. No, a little bit up.
Well, now it's too loud.
No, I need you at like a 8.
Okay. Well, it's hard because I'm a 10. So I woke up at 8:45, and again, we're not just going to keep plugging our podcast, but we are kind of overwhelmed about the response that we've gotten from you guys. And I logged on, and way more people had downloaded it than normal because I normally follow the stats and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is great. So I'd only had like 4 hours of sleep, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to get up, work, and, put out some more promo clips for Hook, Line, and Smiley, and had some other stuff to do. And, it was 8:45, and, man, boom, 11:30. I got up and I was out of bed.
Because we're disciplined like that.
Because I fell back to sleep. And so I got up, and our kids were in the kitchen making breakfast, lunch. Anybody else have melded breakfast and lunch together now? Anybody?
It's called brunch.
Yeah, brunch. You were going to make up a new word, and you realized that you already had a word, didn't you?
You're like breakfast, lunch? Like it's called.
Yeah. Anybody now?
But our 14-year-old makes a killer omelet now.
I got up, and
home ec class is going well.
He was standing in front of the stove, and I kind of had that guilt feeling like, oh, we should be up, like, providing or cooking or something. And he looked over at me, and he was like, over medium or sunny side up? And I was like, over medium, please. And so he did. He made me an egg. And then 2 hours later, Sarah woke up. And
I don't do well with late nights.
Yeah.
Like that.
So she slept in.
I'm not like the Smiley boys.
We got a lot of work done.
So let's say, hey, who do we see? Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Connie. Chris. Yeah. Your friend Chris, or that he's on.
Oh, what's up, Chris? I talked to Chris this morning.
Timothy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. And then we've got our Instagram live. Let's see who's here. Your friends that ordered
While she's
stuff.
doing that, if you go back and watch our Hook, Line, and Smiley video, we could not get Facebook to work.
Yeah.
We had a really hard time. But we were putting stuff, like we were really focused on this. We talked about some things we wanted to talk about.
They won't let the browser on your MacBook work. You have to use Google Chrome. Or that's how I fixed it. So
okay.
We're off to a good start.
Do we have to do this? Hail Goo. Like, aren't they just like?
No.
I think
it works.
It's communism.
It improves things.
But it was fun because we were kind of excited about talking to you guys and doing a show. And we were in the bathroom. She was putting on makeup. She had the spray gun. And
Baxter712 says hi on Instagram. He's very distractible, guys. So I want to pay attention and say hey to you guys. But every time I say hey, he totally drops his train of thought.
No, go ahead with what you were saying.
You were talking.
What was I talking about?
So we wanted to come on and do this live video.
I remember.
What?
We were in the. What was that? Oh, that was in. So you were in the bathroom getting ready. Mm-hmm. I just thought this was really funny. I came in and she's getting ready to do a live broadcast, and we've been doing this podcast, and you talked about starting a book, and there's all this, and I was like, think how different your life is from 3 years ago. And she's putting makeup on, and she was like, yeah, about 22 pounds. I was like, yeah, that's probably right. Anybody else gaining weight?
Yeah, that COVID-19 thing is serious.
You used to hear about the freshman 15, and the COVID-19 is it's gonna be a real thing. So yeah, I actually took Mason, our youngest, on he rode his bike and I jogged. And it was funny because when Mason tells a story, he starts it, and then we have to take a break because he has to go to school and then come back. This is a long time ago when they went to school, and then by the weekend, he would finish up the story.
It is. They're usually full of detail.
Yeah, and so he would start a story, and we're really close. I love our 10-year-old, and he does tell great stories, but he is very elaborate. If he's telling a story, he will paint the picture of the photo. Where he gets that. Yeah. And so he would start telling me a story, but I'm jogging and he's riding his bike. So he would just keep going, but just keep talking away. And so I would hear the fade of a story, and I would yell, stop, when he would get out of, and then I would jog up to him, and then he would still be telling us. So I had to keep him on a verbal leash so I could hear the story. And we only ran 4 miles, so we only heard half of one story. But it was a lot of fun. And do you want to tell a story?
No, I don't want to tell a story. The song leader at our church drove by and saw us and pulled around. And so he pulled up and he did kind of a funny thing. He was like, oh my gosh, Bob Smiley, I'm such a fan. Like he was doing the whole thing, like, playing it up. And so we sat and talked for a long time. And then he drove away, and Mason was like, I think right as he drove away, Mason was like, hey, that was our song leader. Yeah, that was a worship pastor. So it was cool seeing people at least out from a safe distance and stuff. So I did have a social distancing visit this week.
Yeah, you went to hang out with
some friends, and I met in the school parking lot and visited. We were more like 10 feet away, maybe 12.
You guys took a photo to prove it.
Great.
To send to the husbands.
Yeah.
They sent one every hour, so we have 6 photos. It
was a nice visit, an uninterrupted adult conversation.
It was funny because we talked about this on the podcast this week. You really like the quarantine, like you are settling in. So leading up to it, she was like, I really like all these people, but I just don't, it takes a lot to go. And I was like, once you get there, you're gonna want to spend the night. Like I was joking about, did you bring your sleeping bag? Yeah. And you're like, no, I'll just go for maybe an hour. And then 3 hours later, she texted me, how are things over there? So she had a good visit. I think we do. I think we need human contact.
That we're not related to.
Yeah. What? All right. So what else were we going to talk about? We also mentioned this. How many, be honest, are we not getting any comments from Facebook Live?
Okay. You're not going to read all these.
I'm not going to read all these.
Okay, you go ahead and talk, and I'll look.
Because later we are going to take some questions. So we'll go and read this.
Oh, so we got a lot of people.
Oh, this is actually good because
here.
Facebook doesn't like
Madison, Sandy, Timothy, Joshua, Barry, Connie. Oh, we got a lot of people.
One of the things we talked about on the podcast, that's how I started to ask, how many people...
Oh, here's Bill. Listen, here's Bill McClure. He said, my wife's the real on Instagram. So she's on Instagram.
So she's
telling
watching
us about
Instagram.
her. Okay, that's great.
And you're on Facebook.
Not coughing, Barry. Goodness.
Yeah, not coughing.
Finally over that. It's so embarrassing because he doesn't have COVID, but he just acts like it when we go out in public. Super annoying.
It is fun.
Hi, Janet.
I was at the grocery store today, and there was a standing in front of we buy these called, they're not a sponsor, so I shouldn't say, they're type of new that you can just eat up. And this lady was here, and she would not move. And I was inching up closer. She wouldn't move and wouldn't move. And so I did cough.
No, you did.
I did. I was like, and then she just looked, and then she went. So it's so great.
I would never do that.
Probably have to. You're the one who told me to do that. People were in my way. We talked about how KFC's motto, finger licking good, was not a good motto now because nobody's going to be licking their fingers for a while. And you said it would be fun to look at other slogans. And so I read out all the slogans that I could remember. And then I thought it'd be fun to see what we got.
Okay.
So Nike, just do it.
Just do it with a mask. Just do it with gloves on.
Nike, don't do it. Yeah. I don't even know how you say that. I looked it up because I remember
It's makeup.
Yeah, I remember that, but I couldn't remember how to say it. But I remember their slogan. Isn't it still because you're worth it?
I think that's Maybelline.
Oh, really?
No, Maybelline is you're born with it.
Yeah. No. Maybelline is, maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe you contracted it. I think that's what Maybelline's new one is.
So what, instead of because you're worth it, what is the real?
I thought because you're worth it if you're essential.
Only if you're essential.
Only if you're essential. I thought that was good.
Which, you're not essential.
I'm not.
I'm essential.
You are.
I'm still working.
You are. She is still working. And
I'm getting
you're getting a half air
paycheck.
You are getting a paycheck. She is but it's from a private school. So what?
So what?
That's right. So it's not a huge fat paycheck.
Oh, it's not a fat paycheck.
It's not what you deserve.
But I'm getting a paycheck.
Yeah, you are getting it. Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things has money in the bank account.
Just apply for unemployment.
This is not me.
Yeah.
It's not me. Okay.
I have filled out 4 job applications and applied for unemployment.
How did that feel? 4 whole job applications.
Alex, I'll take things I never thought I'd do ever again in my life.
And you didn't get a job.
I didn't get a job. I got, much like my dating career, just turned down politely. You're not the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just, HEB told me, can we just be friends?
Well, maybe some poor little job in Galveston will come scoop you up and make you feel good about yourself.
Just put me to work. That's what that little job from Galveston did.
What's in that cup?
Huh?
What's in that cup?
Grape juice. Cran apple.
You're awfully tied to it. Okay, more slogans. What were we
Coca-Cola, have a Coke and a smile. What are you doing?
No, you can't. You have to stay focused.
Have a Coke and a smile. How about have a Coke and a hand wash?
Have a Coke and a Smiley.
Have a Coke and a Smiley. Oh, that's good. Hey, Coca-Cola, can you sponsor us? What are the other ones?
No,
I'm loving it. McDonald's.
We can't deviate from Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
What?
McDonald's is I'm loving it.
Yeah. What should it be in COVID?
I don't know. I'm missing it because like people are not eating.
I used to love it.
Yeah. How about I'm actually because most people don't really love it, but I could really go for a Big Mac now. I'm gonna have one.
McDonald's. I might consider it.
But we quit eating McDonald's. Yeah, I might consider it.
Looking better every day.
McDonald's. You're back in the lineup. Yeah.
Get your laptop out of the. There we go.
Okay. Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. I thought America runs 6 feet apart. Or America, I don't know. I was trying to think of like COVID stuff, but if you're thinking of any good ones, like put them here in the comments.
A coconut smile behind the mask.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Nike, stay home. Just stay home. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, how about Nike, run in place? That's good. MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Mm-hmm. I thought there are some things money can't buy. Find those items because you're almost out of money. I thought that was pretty funny.
There's some things you can't buy. Everything else is on back order.
Yeah, that's good.
Especially toilet paper.
Yeah.
And what else?
What else is on? Cleaning supplies were still out at the grocery store. I don't know. M&M's melts in your mouth, not in your hands. That's a bad slogan now because you don't want to put anything in your hands. Mm-hmm. Melts in your mouth, not in your gloves. They could adapt. What else? Diamonds are forever. Isn't that one? Diamonds are forever?
Yeah.
Diamonds forever.
Yeah. So how would we change that slogan to make it COVID-19 appropriate?
A diamond is forever, but don't wipe with it. I don't know.
You need more drinks.
Yeah, I do. Verizon, can you hear me now? Well, then yes, back up.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Bet you can't just eat one for Lay's. Bet you just can't eat just one, and you didn't. Because everybody sees.
What did you bring to bed last night?
My love.
No, besides that.
But I did bring
What did you bring into our bed last night?
Okay, so we're watching a show. We're watching a...
You can't answer a question.
I can, but I want to give some backstory because not everybody was watching the live video. So we were in bed, and we're watching a show, and I'm laying, and I have my cup of water with lemon in it because I've been trying not to eat at night. And then
how's that going?
All of a sudden, well, you won't get behind me, like the Bible says. You're supposed to say it, and then
I'm not Satan.
So we're laying in bed, and I'm mentally trying not to eat at night, but we're staying up late because we started this new show and we're watching it, and we think we have mice in our garage, and so we're kind of worried about that. And all of a sudden,
they're not mice.
Well, I wasn't going to go into that. She called me. She pulled into the garage 2 nights ago, and she called me, and she was like, "Will you come out to the garage? I just saw something that I thought was a large squirrel, but it's not." And I was like, it's probably just like a mouse. And she was like, it had a saddle on it. And it was,
it was a
so she sat in her car, and I got our big frog gig.
For as long as it took.
And and she made me go around and look throughout the garage, and I got bit. No, I didn't. I couldn't. But we put out some food for the mice and the rats today.
What story were you telling though when you?
So I went into the bathroom and I was like, think how your life has changed.
No, that wasn't it. We were in bed.
We were in bed, and so we're watching it, and I'm trying not to eat, and all of a sudden I hear we've got a mouse or rat in our bedroom because I hear, but then I hear. And I look over, and my lovely wife, what?
You were eating chips.
I did not. I went and got the chips after you ate the entire movie box of Nerds.
No, that is true. No, that's been on our nightstand forever. It was like
right, but you started eating the Nerds, and then every once in a while you'd lean over and you'd kiss me, and I would breathe the Nerds.
Chips in the bed were because I ate Nerds.
So I was like, well, if we're gonna cave, so I went to the pantry and I got a bag of barbecue potato chips, but it was almost gone. You got to admit it was almost gone.
It was almost gone. Yeah. You barely ate any.
And then I got in bed. I didn't eat all of them.
Nope, you didn't.
Because as soon as I got into bed, that's when we remembered in our vows that we were going to share everything. And so we did eat that. But then I also have some Halloween candy stashed somewhere. And I did get up and leave and then came back with like 36 Whompers that I continued to eat. You were cool because you didn't say anything. You let me just eat whatever without making me feel like guilty. Because sometimes, and I love when she says it, but sometimes she will say, you're going to eat that and you're going to regret it in the morning. You're going to get up and run 5 miles and you're going to juice. You're going to abuse yourself if you eat this. And that's right. That's true. But last night you just let me eat that. I wish you would have stopped me on the 4th Pop-Tart.
I didn't see you eating Pop-Tarts.
3:30. You didn't see the Pop-Tarts I had?
No. So how's that not eating going?
When I got up and checked on our dog.
Oh my goodness.
I brought back 2 Pop-Tarts. And then I checked on the
so
dog
it's going to be
so.
COVID 119.
It is. But I am working out. I'm trying to justify it.
Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let's see who we have.
What else? Oh, you're just...
There's something money can't buy on TV. Yeah,
oh, that's good.
Yeah, ADHD is kicking in. It doesn't kick in, guys. Oh, Christy! My BFF.
Is it Foster?
Yep. What are y'all watching? Do you mean on Netflix? Oh, we can't confess what we're watching on Netflix.
So here's the deal. It's a show that...
It's a total...
It's not... How do you describe it?
But it's reality TV.
It's a reality show.
Which I've kind of gotten you into some of that.
But I don't like it because it's all like, hey, let's throw in all this temptation. Let's throw in all this debauchery and see what everybody does. This show started with people that were full of debauchery in their real life. And they tried to put a moral compass in them by putting all these rules and
like train them
to see other
have
people.
Have healthy relationships.
So I was super into it because I was like, this is actually a redeeming show that I can't promote because of what the whole show was about and stuff. But
it was a terrible show. I mean, there was terrible content, but it ended up being really... So we got addicted because we wanted to see how things panned out. And most of it was really good. Like, they learned their lesson and they were able to respect each other and stuff. It was really good.
And she does like need her sleep.
But I honestly didn't realize we started watching the show and it was just, you know, the next episode. You want to play the next episode and it just goes automatically.
So on episode 3, she turned to me and I was thinking, oh, I really want to watch another one, but I know she likes, you know, she like knows she needs her sleep. And she goes, one more episode? And I was like, yeah, I think so. And then the next thing she said to me was like, there's only 8 episodes in this season. And so we'd gone through. That's probably going to narrow it down too much. That
was the definition of binge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it was great. It was so much fun. It was kid free.
We don't usually get to do that.
Got to sit there and laugh.
I guess you have to do it until 4 a.m. That's why.
That's why vampires. Maybe vampires are not afraid of the sun.
Someone said something like, "Oh,
maybe they have a lot of kids, and that's the only time they have."
Like you're a college kid. I'm like, no, I did not stay up late in college either.
Oh, really?
I mean, occasionally, but I've always needed my sleep.
I would stay up I went to Abilene Christian, and so like we would stay up. We would start in Leviticus.
Oh no!
And just like 3 a.m. and get to Micah, and it was crazy.
So what do we want to do next?
So, because we're really getting into our podcast, Hook, Line, and Smiley. We do thank you for the support. I'm trying to find, should I play it from my computer or from my phone? So,
I don't know.
We do have personalities on the podcast, and we do have running gags, and we have a lot of
personalities. What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's not like an interview thing. Like, it's all about us.
Like you and I have personality.
Yeah, you and I.
I have no personality. I don't know what you're talking about.
So anyway,
I'm a wallflower.
So these 2 people, are they brother and sister?
I don't know.
You're a wallflower that heckles from the wall.
I don't know, babe.
Anyway, Andrew and M sent us a mock version of Hook, Line, and Smiley.
It was hilarious. We were dying laughing.
Okay, you know how you tell me not to read my email while I'm driving?
Yeah.
So I don't. But I had to pull over because I was laughing so hard today. I was leaving the grocery store, so I was still in the parking lot, technically. And I pulled it up and I started listening to it. And I pulled back into a parking lot, and I listened to it probably 3 or 4 times because they pretend to be us and they sing our opening song.
Okay, don't tell the whole thing because the surprise is the best. So we ask our listeners to send us opening liners so we can use them on our podcast. So you just say, hey, my name is Sarah Smiley. I'm from Houston, Texas, and you're listening to Hook, Line, and Smiley. So if y'all haven't done that, record that and email it to us at Hook, Line, and Smiley. So that's what I thought.
Hook, Line, and Smiley at gmail.com.
So yeah, there you go. Hook, Line, and Smiley at gmail.com. So we'll use it, but if it's good. But anyway, so when I was opening up, that's what I thought that I was going to hear. And I opened up and...
Or we also asked for people, because we open the show with like woo moments, because our opening song is by Mac Powell and the Family Reunion, and it's a song called Woo. And so we started talking about our woo moments. Oh, gosh. And we asked people to email an audio version at hooklineandsmiley@gmail.com, an audio version of their woo moment of the week, just whatever's good. Say your name, your state, and then woo moment. And so I thought that's what it was. And then this is what we got. So
it's right there in the
so
bottom.
good. I hope you guys can hear this.
Okay.
Andrew and Em, if you're watching, this is brilliant.
It's been a long day. Don't get in my way. It's time to have a little fun. Everybody say, wow!
We even do the fade.
Hello, I'm Bob Smiley, and this is my co-host, Sarah. You mean the host. Who are half the fans here for? Me, obviously. Who pays the bills? Obviously not you right now. Crone anyone? Hey now, I am a high-class lunch packer. Ramen and old ketchup do not count. That ketchup bottle is priceless. Bob Smiley, stay on subject. Yes. Moments. What's yours? It's gotta be Pet the Fish. Is he still listening? I thought he quit after episode 6. Anyways, our woo moment this week is these amazing people, Andrew and Em. Yeah, I've heard of them. They are awesome. In fact, they are big fans of my website, bobsmiley.com. Oh, my Lanta. What?
Okay, so many running gags in that.
Oh, my goodness.
One, when she gets mad at me, let me rephrase that. The 2 times that she's got mad at me.
Today.
She will go, why is it glitching like that?
I don't know, babe. Just keep talking.
It's kind of cool because it throws my arm up. She goes, oh, my Lanta. You said it today. Actually, it was one of our clips that we posted on there.
No, when I get mad at you, I say.
Or when you get, like, where you think I'm being absurd. Mm-hmm. You'll be like, oh, my Lanta. And no, that's not even it. It was, you say when you get mad at me, you were trying to throw me off.
I was trying to help you.
No, when she gets mad at me, she'll go, Bob Smiley, like that. And so they did that.
Or when you're inappropriate. Or
yeah. And so when.
Think you're too cute.
And then whenever she thinks things are absurd, she'll go, oh, my Lanta. I don't get the thing about mentioning my website, bobsmiley.com.
Yeah.
But she does think she's the star. She mentions that several times in the podcast. They did a great job covering our intro song.
That was great.
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. So
speaking of great singing.
Yeah.
Did y'all see my Broadway debut?
Did anybody? I know you guys probably did. Did you guys go to Hook, Line, and Smiley on Instagram and watch her music video?
Living Room Broadway. Mm-hmm.
It was her first music video. It was for a young girl. Is it Brooklyn?
Yes.
Brooklyn, 5-year-old. She turned 5-year-old this week. And so somebody donated through, I can't remember if it's PayPal at bob@bobsmiley.com or Venmo at bob-smiley-3. I can't remember if it's one of those that somebody donated. I do know he was a Christian because he donated. But no, we said if you donate over $20 that you can request that Sarah sing a song, or we can do a dedication to somebody. And
I didn't know that I was going to get taken up on it.
Yeah.
And I also didn't know that I was going to have to learn a song. So I haven't seen Frozen 2, but my 10-year-old has. And so he produced the video.
He did. And you had a boom operator.
I had a boom mic
operator.
So
the video, and no offense to your version on the Hook, Line, and Smiley, but she just did that live, and she didn't know when I was going to ask her to do it. So the video is even better. You did a great job on the podcast, but the video was way better because you can see her. She was in costume. It was so great.
It was fun.
It was awesome. So, but we wanted to thank Andrew for that. And if you guys want to send us some funny stuff, hooklineandsmiley@gmail.com. But send us audio version of your woo moment, and we'll play it on the podcast. Somebody said, I saw what?
Oh, go ahead.
I saw a funny one while we were playing that said, like a good neighbor, stay over there. Was that it? What it was? That was good.
Allison Keller said, I saw a slogan on Facebook that said, like a good neighbor, stay over there.
Yeah.
It's funny.
We do some potty break references. I wish we did have a ding. I do miss that. Because Squeegee used to sit there with the the
I don't
bell.
miss it. I can ding you anytime you want.
Yeah, you can. So anyway, what else were we going to talk about? We were going to take questions. I have notes down here. I'm not even trying to pretend that I'm not like cheating, but I have little notes.
He has to have notes, or we would never get to the end of this.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to show
I'm
them
showing
the
you
notes.
now. So anyway, if you guys have questions right now, now is when we will take. What has been your favorite podcast so far? That's a great question. Early on, I'm going to answer while you're thinking.
Okay.
The forgiveness
I feel like you're yelling at me for some reason.
The forgiveness.
Y'all, is he loud? Is he loud on y'all's end? Because it sounds like you're really loud. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
The forgiveness one was my favorite for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really good. And then episode 16. What was 16? What was 16 about? Life hacks. Mm-hmm. Life hacks quickly became my favorite one because I thought we were really funny. Mm-hmm. And we also gave some really good life hacks. And then I really do think this past episode, this week's, was one of our best because I thought we were funny. We had a musical interlude in the middle.
You say that every week, though. So we record, and then he does all the editing, and then he'll play it for me. And I'm like,
4 hours.
And he'll say, "This is while he's editing. This is the best episode. This is the best episode." Like every single week.
No, there's been some stinkers.
I don't think so.
There's been some. No, there hadn't been any bad ones, but there's some where we're really gelling. And here's the other thing, and we've said this on the podcast, but we want to be fun, but it's actually more important to us to encourage other people, and we wanted to have some take and some serious stuff in there.
Well, and unlike shows, it's very unrehearsed. Like we don't have like bits planned and stuff. We're just talking.
We have ideas.
So,
like we'll say, okay,
like
we're going to talk on forgiveness tonight, and then you and I don't talk before we sit down and like we don't plan out like this is what. So she'll come up with her own ideas, and I'll come up with mine, and then we sit down, and it really is just like a conversation. And then we go with
my idea because it's always better.
And then
I
edit it.
Let's look at some questions.
Oh, but I'm going to say this episode because it has some serious stuff in it.
Like
the latest
one,
about
you're saying?
The latest one, we talk about personalities and the good and the bad. We kind of get theological.
We
on
do.
There. So
when I'm on point. How much coffee would you say you consume in a day?
4. I'm at 3 cups today. If I'm writing, it's a lot more because I'll kind of get lost in just writing. If I'm writing an Average Boy article, it usually takes me about 3 hours to write the article, and I'll usually drink 2 cups of coffee.
So. A lot. The answer is a lot. Yeah. And I don't drink coffee.
She doesn't.
That's
she
how
drinks
we
tea.
Balance each other out. But I have a cup of tea a day, and it takes me usually till about 2 p.m. to finish it.
I'll keep going because I also like to pick up cups that are laying around everywhere, and I'll always go and be like, "Are you done with that?" I do that a lot. Do you want me to heat that up? Like, yeah. No, I'm just nursing it.
I'm finishing it.
Working on it.
My tea turns to cool tea very quickly. What is your favorite thing to do during the quarantine? We can't answer that. What's your second favorite thing to do during quarantine?
I really like sandwiches. So
your second favorite?
Oh, I don't know. Binge watching shows with you.
Okay, my favorite's gonna be like being outside because we go for runs.
Mickey's our dog.
Bike ride. Like we're so.
The evening walks with you.
And we can yell to the kids like, "Hey, it's time to get outside. Y'all been inside?" And they'll just. Come up with something. Mickey pulled Dylan on the scooter tonight.
All the way around. I live in a circular area, and so
put him on the leash and then held the leash and let the dog. We have a big dog.
And your dog out, and it gives Dylan some alone time.
Yeah,
which he needs sometimes. Sometimes we'll put the leash around Dylan and then just smack Mickey on the bottom and have him run.
Let's look at Instagram real quick.
But seriously, watching TV shows with Sarah is great because she is incredibly funny and she's not afraid to heckle the TV screen. So that is priceless.
That's why I like reality TV so much because we trash talk it. And the entire time I'm like, "Oh no, you did it, Susan." Yeah.
And when she's not being recorded, she's pretty real on here, but
I have an extensive vocabulary.
Yeah.
My inner. Okay, let's see on Instagram. I did see
here's a good one.
I did see. Hold on. With Instagram some
love.
love.
I know Shannon. She's a friend of mine. Paper eater.
Wait a second.
All right, while you're doing that.
Oh, do you have thoughts on Tiger King, Bob?
Yes.
You do?
I do.
Okay, because I do too.
My thoughts on, and I know this is going to be a hot take. I don't want to get in trouble and stuff, but my thoughts are I'm going to watch it this weekend.
No, you're not.
I am. You said you were going to watch it.
No, I said I wasn't going to watch it. Like, the one I was talking about was that other one about the Jewish girl. It wasn't Tiger King. I've heard so much trash about Tiger King.
Like, but so many of my friends have said you got to see it.
You need new friends.
I'm working on that. We have a new church.
We haven't watched it.
We haven't watched it. But
it's not because we have standards. It's just
we're watching other trash.
We have slow Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But I actually am interested now because I've kind of read about Carol Baskin. I've read more stuff about it, and so I really am kind of interested. So I do want to see that.
What's the most frugal thing? Are you going to do that one?
Read
because you already have an answer.
No.
If you had to trade jobs for a day, do you think you could do it? No.
No?
The answer is no, you couldn't.
Why?
Because you can't. Like, what would you do?
I got my degree in elementary ed. I could teach. It would take me a year to prepare to teach a class.
You could not teach.
I could teach.
You could not teach. It would take too much focus.
I could teach kindergarten PE. So if I could do kindergarten PE, then I could. She teaches at a private school.
Third and fourth grade.
But you do my job.
Could I do your job?
Could.
Oh, I could do your job.
I
wouldn't be as funny. I would turn it to a sermon every time.
Yeah.
I would get serious every time. I'd be funny, but.
Yeah. So I walked out of the Chuck E. Cheese.
We're going to do that one day.
And I realized there was a homeless person sitting in the alleyway.
And the Bible says that you should.
She would get way serious saying.
Your back, I would. I'd get too serious.
Yeah. But
we make a good team.
We are actually. She was booked to do a show with me in Dallas in
June.
In
July. Did they cancel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was going to have her first. So Coulter, my oldest son, was going to open for me in March, into March, and that got canceled. And Sarah was going to. I was going to do a show, and then she was going to do kind of a talk or something, and then like we were going to do a panel together, kind of like this. So only paid.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. What comes up.
But she's definitely going to be on soon the next year.
Let's see. What is the most frugal thing you've done since you've been married? Ooh, you're frugal all the time. So maybe what's the most frugal thing I've done?
You've taken toilet paper out of hotels.
I have taken toilet paper out of hotels.
And aren't you glad now?
I didn't waste ice. I put it in the dog's bowl today instead of throwing the ice down the sink.
She doesn't waste stuff now, or even food. She'll save it.
I didn't though. I just get a bad rap because I actually spend money, but I'm pretty frugal myself too.
Our freezer,
home repairs, freezer,
our
all the appliances.
Our ice maker broke, and so she was over there working on it and realized that we're going to have to buy a new refrigerator. And I was updating my PayPal at bob@bobsmiley.com.
We're going to need a new refrigerator.
So we're going to need a new refrigerator. So I don't know. I'm just still being me.
I think
it's paying off.
I think the most frugal thing I've done since I've been married is marry you.
Yeah. That was the most frugal.
You are very frugal, but he's very generous with me. Like when we go on dates, I get to buy a Dr. Pepper. Like he doesn't make me drink water.
Well, when we say buy a Dr. we stop and buy one at the store, and then we bring it in.
But you let me get a cup of ice.
Yeah. 10 cents. So yes. So So he cooperation.
Spoils me. He spoils me.
I do. What other questions?
Have you organized the mini shampoos? I have. That's a very good question.
Can I go get the tub?
That's one of the first things. I think you've already disorganized it. I think you've already messed it up.
Well, because I put it all in a tub.
When I moved in, he did have 17 things of. 17 is a low number of soap and shampoo and conditioner. Anyway, a lot of it doesn't get used, but anyway, I did.
Well, what did we do?
All out and put it into little tubs.
So in all seriousness,
I was like, you get one. You get one shampoo, one conditioner, and then we can refill it.
So I do bring it all home, but when it gets to be
he does bring it all home.
Yeah, I do. When it gets to be a huge big sack or something, like we did this in Galveston, we take it to homeless shelters and donate to them. Or there's a place called the Chop House up here in Conroe that helps homeless people. And so we take all that, and they're so grateful to get little shampoos or little soaps
it's
that
really
they can carry around.
Donation.
So
you can bring them home as long as we can donate.
I'm kind of like Bluebell. Like they eat all they can, and so I use all I can, and then I give away all the rest.
Let's see. What have you discovered to be your favorite thing about your partner now that you've been married a little while? And what is one thing that was a surprise to you about the other? By the way, y'all are awesome. That's great. Jeff, we don't have time, buddy. Yeah. We do not have time. What have you discovered your favorite thing about your partner? It shouldn't be the silent.
Well, no, because I have an answer, but I don't want it to.
You're gonna make me mad?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, great.
That you can compromise. Because when I first met you, you were very, very strong-willed. My way is a highway. Very opinionated.
And like you had to be.
It had to be.
It was like looking in the mirror.
Except I had better eyebrows. So that is a lie. But you were very set in your ways of like what you thought. I thought, from what I'd seen, and so. But yeah, we're very partnership. Like this way, she had a great suggestion about when I cook in the kitchen about the pots, and she really came to me like, I don't want to offend you, but what she was saying was great advice, and it would save our pots and pans because I was
burning. He's burning everything.
I was trying to give it a different color.
He was burning my cookware. So
but I was like, but even the way you approach me, you're like, not trying to tell you don't know what you're doing. Like, it's very, sweet. So, yeah.
My favorite thing, what's my favorite thing about you that I've discovered? You're very busy. You're an extreme morning person.
Yes.
Which I don't always appreciate, but I need some of that. Like the happiness. You give me a kind of a wake up and then a second chance to wake up. Yeah. Like you ease me into the day.
Again, in like a little glimpse into our life, she got up this afternoon, and I'd had several phone calls, so I did them outside so I wouldn't wake her up. And then about 12:45, I came in, and she had just gotten up and went and checked on Dylan, and so I hugged her. And I could tell by the way she pushed me away and grunted that she was not ready to be approached. And so normally I just leave her alone and just let her kind of go and get her third or fourth bowl of cereal. And
Bob's like alarm and what's going on?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You're walking down the hallway. Somebody opens the door. That kind of thing. And so I wanted to leave her alone a little bit. And then she'll go, hey, come here. I want to talk to you, and so you let me know when I can come in with my
tea.
Yeah, when I can come in with my
or go do
energy.
something and come back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are all the boys home during this? Like during this right now?
No.
We have 2 home and 2 away.
Yeah.
They will all be home tomorrow.
Tomorrow we'll have everybody. And then my oldest son has got his wisdom teeth out, so he was here for 8 days. But he is trying to find a job up at college where he goes, which is only like 35, 40 minutes. So
depending on how much laundry he's carrying.
Yes.
Sometimes that car's dragging when it rolls in.
He doesn't own a lowrider until about 2 months into having laundry. But he is coming. He's coming, I think, back here on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I meant to talk to you about that earlier.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah, so we will have all 5 boys. So it kind of fluctuates and stuff. So. Yeah, good question. What else?
Does Bob have a job?
Not right now.
No, he doesn't.
I guess my job is vamping my Venmo is Bob-Smiley-3. I guess that's my only job.
He's doing some live stuff like this.
I'm doing some live stuff.
And then we also listening to stuff online helps us. So listening on Amazon and Facebook Live, a very tiny percentage, but it helps.
It adds up. Like we actually, like XM Sirius is doing free for everybody that has radios in their car or has had XM for until May 15th, I think.
Oh, you can listen for free?
Listen for free. It's just
awesome.
Turned on. And so they're playing me in rotation more.
Oh, awesome.
So that helps. But Dry Bar Comedy, which is a free app on your phone, if you watch my special, I get royalties from that. And any clips on the Dry Bar Facebook app or anything like that helps. Spotify, playing me on Spotify or Pandora helps. So, yeah. So, good question.
Are your youngest boys into catching snakes and hunting stuff like the older kids have been? Yes, you can.
Also, I'm still writing the Average Boy series that I created like 20 years ago for Clubhouse Magazine. It's for middle school kids. And I've got 2 comedy/devotional books.
Wait, you created Average Boy when you were 12?
Yeah. Well, it's 12 and a half.
Oh, awesome.
Well, I could speak from my experience.
Right.
Because Average Boy is 12.
I was just doing the math at Carrier 1. Okay.
So there's the math we talked about.
20 years.
But Average Boy just continues to get a bigger and bigger character and get more feedback and stuff. So we started an Average Boy podcast. So if you are a big podcaster, I mean, if it's between us and Hook, Line, and Smiley and the Average Boy podcast, stick with us. But if you have kids, and evidently we have a lot of kids listening to Hook, Line, and Smiley.
We do.
But we have an Average Boy that is family friendly and biblically based, and it's basically funny stories that Average Boy, has adventures and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then there's a biblical solution to any problems that he has and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And they're short. They're like 26 minutes long. So I'm still doing those. So kind of a job. I mowed 2 days ago.
You did?
Yeah.
He does whatever I ask him to do. That's his job. Has Bob taken you cow tipping yet? No.
Have you ever been cow tipping?
I've not been cow tipping. I have more cow tipping heritage probably in my lineage than you do, though.
I don't know.
With both of my parents being on dairy farms. But we didn't tip cows. They were actually the livelihood. Yeah. So my grandfather would have killed me.
They tipped him over, but it was the end of the cow.
Yeah, it would have been bad news. If we had done that.
I took her to Era. We went cow tipping that night, actually.
Ron says, I saw the couch listed on the couch app. Can I get a better view of it? Yeah, this actually may not be for sale. It will not be for sale. This is like, I saw the pillow. We'll auction off the pillow. That's hilarious, Ron. Not yet. It won't be for sale yet. Do you ever do personalized greetings that people can buy? What do you mean, Jeff? What does that mean?
A friend of mine used to write personalized songs for people. Like if they give them $100. No, I'm saying that celebrities do that. They'll be like, for $10, I'll do a outgoing voicemail for you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's comedian Bob Smiley, and I've got Jeff. Well, I'm not going to give one for free away. No, I haven't done that, but at this point, I'll do anything. Yeah. But I usually do that kind of stuff for free. Like people, I shouldn't advertise this because I'm going to get flooded. But if people request, hey, will you
not for free?
Yeah, not now.
We're not doing anything for free.
But seriously, in the past, if they, because I would only get like 2 or 3.
The lights are flickering.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna stay positive on here, though. Yeah, that's not a humidifier over there. We're actually burning stuff to stay warm.
That's my diffuser to keep you calm. Is it working?
It is. It's working.
It's not working.
I get like 3 or 4 requests a week of, hey, it's my son's birthday. And I used to do those free and stuff. But yeah, maybe I should start.
We can put that on your store.
It's going to be interesting. Oh, yeah.
On your store.
Yeah. Where's my store? Oh, bobsmiley.com.
Like in our dining room?
Yeah, it is in our dining room. What's been one thing or food that you are craving but can't seem to find during quarantine? We've had some.
I'm not having any trouble, Shannon.
Yeah.
I'm finding all the calories.
Paper eater, we've had no problem. You're getting better though, because we were sitting outside, kind of winding down the day. We're both learning Spanish, and so sitting out there doing that, it was great. Sweet little Tom. And she was like, hey, when you get back from getting ice cream, we need to turn on, I forget what you even said. And I was like, do you want me to go get ice cream? And you're like, yes, but don't.
Don't do it.
Yeah, so we're getting better. But no, we seem to have, we have a favorite Chinese place that we haven't eaten at in a long time because 1 is expensive and 2, they're not open all the time.
They're not open on Mondays, which is when we want to eat it for some reason.
So
I don't know why.
That's really the only food thing.
So
see, somebody else said today.
Golden China in Spring, Texas, you'll need to open up.
Yeah, Golden China. Not a sponsor, but I don't care. It is a dive. You walk in and it looks like a 50s diner that people from the 60s came back and protested against.
They don't focus on the aesthetics.
There's no decor.
They focus on the food, and it is good.
Yeah. But I bring my decor. And that's all I need.
Somebody said, I'm not listening. I'm asking that question. We're bringing that question right there.
What is it?
Can you do impressions?
Oh, no, I can't do impressions. And you not today one day. No. So I'm not impressions.
Love the silence. I know.
That was one of the most romantic dates. It was actually a weekend. In one of the... It was actually, I think, can I say Max Lucado's daughter's house?
Well, you just did.
Well, we can edit it out. It's a podcast.
No, it's not.
We stayed in one of the houses.
On Fixer Upper.
On Fixer Upper. And then I got to pay more. Our Smilers.
Our
Smilers. That's what we're going to call them. We stayed there, and then we went to the Silos, which I'd never been to. It was
really
fun day.
Took you to
Do you have any hidden talents we wouldn't know about? I can juggle. What
he doesn't hide his talents.
Yeah, I don't hide it under a bushel. No, I'll burn the bushel.
What are your hidden talents? You can juggle.
You can juggle.
You can burn dinner.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
we're going to hide that talent. We're going to hide that talent.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at sweeping.
We talked about this on the podcast, but
he can't fold towels.
I'm really good. I can fold towels now. I've finally learned your matrix style folding.
The live video ended.
That has been a
we did an hour.
Did we do an hour already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. This is probably getting boring, but that has been a problem that we've talked about on the podcast, is that she has these ways to fold towels, and I've never been able to do origami. But I spent a week and a half learning origami, and I now can fold the towels the way that she wants to fold it. So
it's just a trifold.
She's great at fixing stuff around the house. She's really good at that kind of stuff, so that's kind of a talent. But I feel like we've talked about all that on the podcast.
You can keep bragging about me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really it.
How do you fold a fitted sheet, Chris? I'm the master. I know how to turn into.
I just comments and freeze to hook on and send your ideas.
Chris is plugging us. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
We need your woo moments to play those.
How do you fulfill your cravings for Starbucks? Jason, he does not crave Starbucks.
Yeah,
Starbucks is way too expensive.
Yeah, it's way too expensive.
You would never go to Starbucks.
And
unless you get a gift card.
For a while, I used to talk about coffee on stage, and people would give me, and they were just $5 cards, but I would get 2 or 3 a week, and so it was great. So I did go to Starbucks a lot, but
when did that stop happening?
When I quit doing bits about coffee on stage. Maybe I should bring it back. But who's going to hear me on the street corner where I do my shows now? But I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Well, and we were talking with Coulter about how Panera Bread has the subscription. So you can pay for a month.
$8.99. You can pay, and you can have unlimited coffee. Maybe it's $7.99.
And you can get unlimited coffee.
Unlimited coffee, and they're hazelnut coffee. I usually don't like any flavor in my coffee, but their hazelnut coffee is really good. Yeah,
it's good. It's good. All right. Well, what else did we need to cover before we?
What jobs have you had in the past?
Before these people.
I worked at Video Spot Video Rental, where I ran out VHS tapes. I worked when I first got my Honda Accord LX6, favorite car I ever had. I got a job at a mechanic place, cleaning windows while the mechanics did the oil change. And I only did it because I got a key to the car wash, and I could wash my car all the time. So my car was washed like every single day.
That's when you wash your car.
Well, you have a key. I lost the key, so I'm not going to pay to wash the car. And then I did photography before that. I mowed.
He talks about his jobs, the photography job, like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was not.
Yeah.
I was going to say
like
how long ago it was.
6 years ago.
It's a long time ago.
I mowed lawns all through high school for about 5 or 6 years.
So can I talk now?
And anyway, that's it for me. I appreciate being able to open for my headliner. Now, please put your hands together and welcome the amazing storyteller, Sarah Smiley.
I don't know to tell a story. I just want to answer sometimes.
I know, I'm letting you
talk loud and over me.
Sorry.
So anyway.
Have you guys ever read Flat Stanley?
You would be a good Flat
I would be a
Stanley
good
because
Flat
you have
Stanley.
no bottom.
What? I can't hear you.
No bottom.
Oh, the echo.
One of the girls on the show we were watching last night had no bottom, and I was like, "These jeans your shape."
Yeah, that hurt a little bit.
It was funny. I have had a lot of jobs. I've taught. I have sold cars.
Mm-hmm.
I have
real
worked
estate?
for an insurance company. I have a real estate license. Lots of jobs.
Danced.
I've not danced. I can't dance.
She can't. It's kind of fun to watch, though. What other jobs? I feel like you've had other jobs.
Well, my most recent job was working for
You don't have to say that one.
pediatric therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Marketing
right.
for pediatric
Yeah.
therapy. That was really fun.
And then management.
Whew, that's full time.
And about to be booking, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, anybody else? All right.
Am I late for the auction? We need to start auctioning stuff off. Okay, let's see.
Anybody on Nextdoor app? Because
I've got some lip gloss. Bob's only used it once.
I can vouch that this is very soft and it makes your lips have that pouty look without having to take a paddle and bash it into your lips to get that full figure lips.
Full figure lips. You know nothing of full figure. Well,
I made a commercial in college.
Vicariously.
The pouty paddle.
We're going to do a commercial.
We're doing a commercial tomorrow and you guys are going to love it.
We're going to record. It's a good idea.
We got a great idea.
It was all my idea, so it was good. Would you consider doing more than one a week? We love listening to YouTube. Christina, that is so sweet. And no.
We can barely get out what we've got now.
It takes a lot. I don't know if you can tell how exhausting it is to communicate and conversate with this one right here, but it takes about an hour and a half to get what we get.
Yeah, we record about an hour and a half, and then
it takes about 3 hours to set that up.
Yeah, it takes about 4 hours to edit all the pauses and the language.
Until Bob gets big time
out.
And we actually get some staff.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're doing what we can.
We're going to try to do one really good one a week.
Why does everybody keep talking about the couch? Are they auctioning off the couch?
Y'all can't have this couch. It's one of the few things I brought from my past existence.
The whole living room is all your furniture.
I know, but this is meaningful.
Oh, okay. I just realized that everything in this living room seriously is your furniture.
That bookshelf is yours.
That bookshelf is nobody's. That was there whenever I squatted in this place.
That vacuum cleaner is yours, which I don't know why
you
used.
Do you sell swords? We do have what is the swords up in Xander's room though?
We're not selling swords. We're not selling anything, guys. Except Bob's talent. No.
Yeah.
You can friend us on Nextdoor. That's how he gets.
Well, that's what I started to say. We sold a ton of stuff on Nextdoor because we have stuff in the garage, moving it in as we're getting rid of stuff. And for a while we were like, that love seat, $50. High-end leather love seat, just $50. Like, just wanted it out, just done. And then the coronavirus hit, and we're like, like $300. So we started getting more and more serious about selling stuff.
Because we need
the money, yeah. So the Nextdoor app has been very, very good to us.
That's why I lock the door, because you'll sell me.
I haven't got any. Never mind.
I'm priceless.
Yeah. We have some good swords, though. We'll sell them, I guess. All right. We got stuff to do.
Go download our latest podcast on Hook, Line, and Smiley.
Episode 18.
Stitcher or Apple Podcast. Leave a comment and subscribe. All of those things push us up in the ratings and let more people about us, besides the 20 people that follow Bob on social media. So
33 right
that
now.
would be awesome.
And how many up here? 7.
You can,
so
you can't,
41.
You can't do the math.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
if you have an opening for our podcast, you can email us at hooklineandsmiley@gmail.com.
You can send woo moments, and this is going to
moments.
sound weird if you don't listen, but we also have poo moments, like things that are bad.
Everybody has poo moments.
Yeah, I'm about to go.
You do today.
So
that's what old people do. And anyway, y'all have a good night. We love you guys.
Bye.